here.
The best thing that could, and we're not even in like the right position.
When are we gonna cross? I'm crossing now.
You cross. Did you throw that?
No.
Did you throw that?
Yeah, I threw that. I mean, I'm in here. People are probably coming in here because it's probably a good place.
Fucking lagging.
Go upstairs. Yo, wait, walk. Use left control. They're probably in here. I think he's in building across from us. Hold up, I'm gonna go on the roof. If I can. Fuck, I'm kinda stuck. Went out here.
A minute, I'm kinda.
You're not in it.
I am in it.
Oh, get that guy. Where's the other one?
I can't see any of them.
The guy in the left building over there. East. Well, not your building, their building. Yeah, that one. What's your next move, bro? Wait, how do you get out? You can jump through the window, right? See, just like you gotta learn how to jump. You gotta jump through the window, yo. You'll lose what? You're gonna die, dude. If you
Fuck that shit.
I told you to the window. All that
Where was he?
to the right. Should have jumped to the. China number one.
It's this lag.
What a dream.
Man. I'm not gonna lag. Let's try again. One more time. You trying to play again?
What time is it though? I got. It's probably too late, yo.
What?
Yeah, I'm off. Wait too late. It's gonna be like 1 when I'm done, yo.
Really? You're off?
Yeah, they're working me too hard. I'm
Okay,
already up.
earlier.
I'm already up too late, I guess. You gotta get on when I get off. You see, you get off at 8 though.
Yeah.
That's way too late. Like, come
I
on.
might
Dude.
get off early tomorrow though.
The night is young. Can't be working. I'm out.
Alright.
jumping above the high parts of the wall like this, is jumping through the windows, or jumping above the high parts of the wall like this one, which is huge when it comes to competitive gaming. You can surprise your enemy by jumping through the window into the building, or just jumping through the window and just escape from the building. So it is really beneficial, although there are some windows which you cannot jump through, they're just blocked. To be honest, there's just few which I found on the map which are blocked. But when it comes to crowd jumping, you can execute it in two different ways. You can crowd jump while running, or you can just stop next to the thing, then crowd jump and move. And when it comes to the height, the highest crowd jump I can do is when the thing is on like the level of my chin. So that's the easy way to measure the height which you can reach. At least I can reach. So there's a lot of places you can get to with crowd jumping, like in here when you are getting on the very top of the bridge. You need to crowd jump to get further, otherwise you would just fall down in here. So it is a great spot to camp as well. You can kill people which are trying to pass through, or you can just fight people which are trying to bridge camp and they're not gonna even notice you sitting there. So that's quite a fun place to be at. If you are interested in actually crowd jumping itself, how to execute it is super simple. You just need to crouch and jump in the same time and hold forward, or press forward after that, or just hold sprint and crouch and jump in the same time. And you can get through really tiny windows, like even this one in this building. So it is really effective, and it is really helpful. It's changing the game absolutely if you're able to do this consistently. And when it comes to being consistent with
Okay, I'm recording now. I'm gonna clap.
Go, he was like right here. But it was...
What are you talking about?
Do you know what the #1 killer of testosterone is for men over 40? It's visceral.
This video, if you're not wearing a level 3 helmet, it's very important to hide on the correct side of the tree when being shot at by this weapon. In order to explain how to pinpoint the exact location of the gunshot, we need to separate 4 sound phenomenons. 1. The gunshot sound. 2. The supersonic crack in the air. 3. The whizzing sounds. And 4. The impact sounds. This is a lot, but it's not as complicated as you may think. The gunshot sound is the loud bang you hear when the weapon is fired, and at 300 meters it sounds like this. The supersonic crack in the air is what happens when the bullet exceeds the speed of sound. You only hear that if you're either really close to the shooter or the bullet is passing you very close by, and only from weapons which has a bullet velocity above 340 meters per second. It sounds like the air cracks wide open. The whizzing sound is the sound of the bullet flying past your ear. If the bullet is flying past you on your left, you'll hear it on your left side. And if the bullet is flying past you on your right, it will be audible on your right side. When the bullet impacts the terrain, this sound will emerge from the point of impact, and if the bullet is flying past you on your right, it will be audible on your right side. When the bullet impacts the terrain, this sound will emerge from the point of impact, and when being hit from a bullet, well, I'm sure you know how that sounds already. So how does this all work together? For all weapons which are supersonic, meaning they have a bullet velocity of more than 340 meters per second, the bullet whiz or impact will always come before the gunshot sound. For snipers and assault rifles, the only subsonic weapon is the VSS. In this example, pay attention to the delay between the whiz and the gunshot sound. This shot is fired at 700 meters of distance, and this is at 300 meters. The bullet whiz is the really interesting one though. I'm gonna play you some footage of me being shot at by a Kar 98K standing in a straight line from my shooter but pointing my face in different angles. Check this out. I think this test proves why it's so difficult to know where you're being shot from, because when the bullet passes in front or behind you, it sounds the same, and when someone is shooting at you from behind, it almost sounds exactly like if he was shooting from the front. So the only sound which actually identifies the position of the enemy is the gunshot itself. Let's put all this theory to work in a typical and completely realistic situation where 6 snipers all equipped with a Kar 98K are aiming at us while we're standing on a road on top of a dacha. When looking directly at them while they shoot, it